Hopefully it's going to be a very exciting day. We've got well over 30 learners, Year 9s from Wednesfield High School, working together with Age UK, which was formerly known as Age Concern, carrying out 6 different workshops with a variety of different people, one ranging from actually growing seeds right through to learning some Shakespeare, together with looking at artefacts. And this is intergenerational work which we want to do in this museum, literally behind some of the artefacts, and hopefully we can grow from there and develop some other projects. We've inherited well over 6,000 artefacts, which we call part of our Hanlon Collection. And these are artefacts that can range from a serviceman's uniform right through to, well, a shaving brush. And what we try and do with these are use them. In other words, I don't want them in the store. They're usually given out to schools to use for lessons and or reminiscing work. And I suppose that's the key with Age UK. It's about using these artefacts to glean more stories. As we like to say, every artefact has a story, and a personal story, and that's what we need in the museum, those personal stories. I think museums up and down the country can offer a wonderful resource, not to children just in primaries and secondary schools, but to any age. And when you look at the artefacts behind me, these beautiful planes that were used during the Cold War, they come alive when you link them together with the navigators, pilots, or engineers that actually worked or flew in them. And it's people's memories and knowledge that we want to tap into. Then they really do become alive. Well, there is a hidden agenda. We want the pupils obviously to work together with the volunteers from Age UK, and we want them to share their skills or lack of knowledge if need be, and to work alongside them. But the key, once again, is to use artefacts in a way that they will draw them together and be able to use with different people in a care home setting. I think one historian summed it up perfectly, and this is about the past. Never forget the past, always learn from it. And that's the key to this museum, the Royal Air Force Museum at Cosford. It is about learning from today, about the past, that they can engineer and use for the future. Without them, things become meaningless. And with experience and knowledge, and hopefully make a better world, not just for themselves, but for the older people which hopefully they'll meet. Like most things in this museum, we don't actually have to go and look for work. It literally lands on our plate. And in this case, this was a local paper. I live in Stafford and opened up the post. And on the centre pages there was an article about Francis Carr from Age Concern, as it was, dealing with reminiscing boxes. And I thought what a wonderful link it would be to work alongside them and develop the artefacts with their volunteers. And from that, I was working with Wednesfield High School, and if you like, all the projects just literally meshed together. And so we came up with this idea of intergenerational work, and something where the learners would take ownership of the project and work with it, not just for today, but also in the next couple of years. It's something that we always try to do in this museum. We like to say that we always think out of the box or act as a catalyst. And this is an example of this, and hopefully today it will shine through, where we can work with different generations of learners and show them new skills and hopefully use artefacts to foster their development for the future. What we can do with artefacts is something that we pride ourselves here, where we can use an artefact to actually help work alongside those people in a care home, together with the volunteers and together with the learners, to create a spark of imagination that will open up their minds and their memories to things that occurred sometimes 30 or 50 years ago. And that is the power of an artefact.